Da doo doo ba ba. Da doo doo ba. Da doo doo ba ba. Oh, hey, Instagram, it's me, T, from the Pattersons taking the train to Tibet. Look, I have a request. As you know, as you may or may not know, the use of the internet these days, I mean, aside from trolling and all this other stuff, is you're supposed to be able to do your own research. Now, here's the thing. Let me tell you. Look, I always tell you that I'm really an archivist, recordist. Oh well, I'm a radio guy, but that's not the point. Like that, but then I keep on looking. What's the essence of that? What's this archivist recordist thing? What's the essence of that? I mean, what is the, what is it? And I realize what it is I like research. When I say research, I'm curious. I like to look into things. Let's put it that way. Now, when I was very young, when I was young, I used to do a lot of reading, and I realized that when I was reading, I could read between the lines. In other words, I would get more out of whatever was said. But then I realized that I was getting so much information that I would. The information I could use, I would use. The information I didn't use, I somehow would get filed someplace, call it my computer here, get filed someplace that when I need it, maybe it'll come back up. That's not very reliable as far as your brain goes. But maybe for some people, maybe it is, Okay, who knows? So anyway, I need your help because I need some research, right? A while ago, look, let me put it this way. When Barack Obama was first running, I got excited, like, oh, black person's running, blah blah blah, and I talked to I have a lot of in my circle of peoples. There's a lot of political people, very conscious people. I'm talking about radical, very radical people, people who wrote books and all kinds of things. In my radio circles, even more radical, right? So anyway, I somehow I contacted a radio friend of mine, so I'm very excited. There's a black brother, and she said to me, she says, uh, he's not all, he's not all, he's not all what he seems to be, something like that. Now you have to understand, in my circle of people they say stuff, then they go. It's up to you. It's up to you to continue to research. You go say, that was interesting. Now, since this is a very respected person, very da 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 da, I said, whoa, cool. This is politics anyway. Let me find out. So I did a little thing. Ended up the first first Obama 2008, whenever it is. I didn't vote. It's a long story. I was in Africa, a bunch of other things. So I didn't vote. So I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for anybody. The second time around, I knew better. But even that first time around, I knew something. But in that research, because there's a couple of things, it's very interesting to me. First of all, when he met his wife Michelle, she was worked for some law firm in Chicago, and she was handling a certain thing. She did whatever she was doing, whatever it is, and she was actually his boss. So take that, all those people that want to talk about, you're not supposed to fraternize with your bosses and stuff like that. Hey, and then once, I won't get into that. But one of the things is that one of her job in this law firm, what she would do, somehow, that's why I need your research. She hooked up with some hospital or something like that. Somehow this law firm, but her job, one of her things was supposed to be to steer poor downtrodden, poor people in this hospital situation to a situation that wasn't for like the rich people in the hospital. You know what I mean? So she was sort of a sheepdogger, a person that sort of oh, you don't have enough money, then you go over here, that kind of thing. That's very concerning, right? This is when I'm saying in my research. That's one of the things I came across, but it's not quickly let it go. That's why I'm asking you research. You got to look that up. Find out what was her job in Chicago after she got out of Princeton. In Chicago, with this law firm, whatever it is. I guess she also went to somebody's law school because Princeton doesn't have a law school. So whatever law school she got out of, right? And she hired at this law firm, and then her job was with this hospital kind of situation. I need to find that out. The reason why I need to find that out, because when Obama was disappeared, when he went to, disappeared, sequestered him and Michelle at his Martha's Vineyards house there in New England. and was hobnobbing with all the rich and famous and the DNC people. Those people. The politicos. Well, it's not just the DNC. Come remember, Michelle famously, hugged up on W. So they're all the same kit and kin kind of thing. Uh, well, when he came out of whatever he came out of sequestering himself because Kamala was in trouble or something like that, then he started chastising black men like he usually do, right? And I understood that. I'm going like, oh yeah, so black men, we get it. You can have some punk, some punk that married his boss, go tell you how to be a man. Oh, come on. Remember who he wore those mom jeans at the baseball thing? Leave that alone. The point is, so we know him, but everybody gives Michelle a pass. Oh, and I have to give her a pass too because she's a house kitty. She likes house music. So I'm going like, oh, Michelle, look into it. But if it's true about her doing what she did, now she's coming out and also chastising black people, not black women, like Obama at least did try to do to men. I dare her to come and chastise black women about how they just need to. Well, she has to do the whole all of black people kind of thing. That's what I hear. I didn't even hear what she said because I'm not interested in the Obamas. I got other things to do, right? But the thing is, if that's true, they're like the chastiser in chief, the chastiser and his sidekick. What is this chastising these black people? And then I start thinking, so I said, of course, if he's hanging out with hobnob with those people, what do they do? What they? I mean, the enemy, the string, the puppet masters. What do? When they get in a situation, they divide and conquer. And then what they do is they layer things, So they get some Negro peons, Afro peons, whatever you want to, some peons, to become a buffer class, so that when you complain, it's like you try to complain to the bank. Well, you start cursing out the teller, you know what I mean, and then it may go to the manager, but it never gets to the person that makes the decisions. So what they do is they create this. I guess we call them buffer class these days, but this class of people. It's like you have the prisoners, you have your trustees, then you have your guards, then you have a warden, then you have whatever it is up there. But you never get up there. You up there, the trustees are ratting on you. The trustees say, "No, chill out." Da 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 da. That's what the trustee does. He's a trustee, not to you, but a trustee to the powers that be. Okay, so they create this class of people that every time you want to do something, those class of people, they come down and say, "Oh no, brother. Oh no, sister. Oh, you don't understand." And they do all this kind of two-stepping, sand dancing, whatever you want to call it. And so that's what we have in this situation. You have a whole bunch of shufflers, a whole bunch of trustees running around trying to tell black people specifically what to do. They don't tell nobody else what to do. They tell black people what to do. What they rely on, they know that black people set everything. We're the tip of the spear. So if they can convince black people to whatever, then other people just fall in line, right? Well, this is the modern world now. There's a lot of stuff happening. So that's not as true as it used to be, but it's still true because, we set the agenda. So that's my thing. I'm asking you to help me remember what I know I ran into a while ago. It must have been a long time ago. It must have been whatever years ago, about Michelle Obama being a trustee, doing the bidding of the powers that be, you see? Because I'm tired of these folks, these what I call them, these buffering. Don't buffer. Talk to y'all later.